So it seems there was another failed boycott as well. Same thing with Spider-Man 2. There was the so-called boycott of Spider-Man 2. That we need to stop supporting the woke Spider-Man game. We need to stop supporting ugly women in video games. Well, guess what? People voted for the walls in the game, sold over 1 million copies. You know, then they were about, we need to boycott the Hunger Games, movie. Same thing, the movie broke even and made money. Not a lot of money, but it still made money. Okay, like 50 million or so. Okay, profits. The movie did broke even. Okay, but then they said they were going to boycott the Willy Wonka movie. Well, that movie was a massive success. Can't really say about that show they put out in Scotland, but I think everybody sees that's a failure. Yeah. Then they were going to boycott Stellar Blade because they covered up Eve's boobs. Oh, guess what? Stellar Blade still sold pretty well despite the quote-unquote censorship because most people don't care about that, okay? Then we had the most recent failure. They said they were going to boycott the new Paper Mario remake because, oh my god, Vivian isn't straight and is actually a part of the, LGBT community? How dare you? And yet, even if the character's a femboy or trans, that is still mostly a part of the LGBT community, and these people don't want that their community be represented in any types of gaming. They have to realize that a lot of Nintendo fans do actually support the LGBT community. A lot of big Nintendo creators, like the Phantom Menace, are losing their cultural relevancy in the gaming industry and 4chan as well. And it's so funny that these types of people are losing their relevancy in the gaming industry. Okay, just remember the Spider-Man backlash went nuclear. The Paper Mario backlash is gonna go nuclear. That everyone's gonna be so upset and uproar over it. Nope, whimpers, because most people support, in the Nintendo community and even the gaming community, do actually support the LGBT community being represented in Nintendo games. For example, when they revealed Animal Crossing New Horizons, a lot of people were actually happy that, you can play as more than just a white or Asian character, a white-skinned character, okay? No one was upset over there being black characters in Splatoon 3. The only people who probably were the Phantom Menace because they get upset over everything, okay? But the game has beaten Origami King by around 6,557, which has a total of 109,992, was debuted back in July 2020. A sizable achievement for the GameCube remake, considering how much digital sales are growing from popularity in recent years. But again, the Japanese side sales only take the box sales. But again, the difference between the Nintendo games is a lot of the people who play Nintendo games do prefer the box games. They do prefer the box games. But it's pretty interesting that this game is outselling Origami King as well. Also, Stellar Blade remains in the only PS5 game in the top 10, as well as a bit of momentum this week. But that game is still selling pretty well despite the quote-unquote censorship the game has gotten. Because according to the Phantom Menace, you can't cover up a woman's boobs in the game. It seems that boycott also failed as well. Okay, but it seems that this is yet another failed boycott by these people. Same thing with the UK sales, with the game sold on par with Origami King. Because again, a lot of Nintendo fans do buy their games physically. I think that it might go below a majority in the future, obviously, because unfortunately, a lot of younger people do prefer digital media and don't really, prefer physical media. They don't prefer having a disc or having a disc version or a cartridge version or whatever. But it's pretty funny that these people were really going to boycott this game. Well, guess what? The game still sold pretty well. Same thing with Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 still sold 11 million copies. They can say they'll boycott the game all they want, but the game still sold a lot of copies. Same thing with Pete's Soul Time. Everybody forgot about Pete's Soul Time. That's pretty funny. Everybody actually forgot about Pete's Soul Time. Like, that game became forgotten really quickly, but, it's cool, Nintendo eats Pete's game. But again, that game is obviously aimed for younger audiences, so obviously I think a lot of Gen Alpha will probably love that game. They'll be like, oh my god, Pete's Soul Time was my childhood, or something like that. But yeah, Bowser's in Your Door is still going to sell really, really well. I think it might actually sell better than Origami King, despite being so late into the Switch's lifespan, because a lot of people buy games at once, okay? A lot of people buy games at the very beginning of the lifespan, of the console's lifespan, and that means Paper Mario Thousand Year Door might sell extremely well. Hopefully, we might see more remakes of the other older Paper Mario games, not sticker style and colors, but as please those games on the consoles are on, but the actual good Paper Mario games, okay? Super Paper Mario, I think, deserves a remake. You know, maybe a better game, maybe fix the gameplay a little bit to make the game, less unforgiving and less easy for some of the bosses. Okay, and obviously we make the original Paper Mario game, because if you go remake the Thousand Year Door, we make the original Paper Mario so people can have a chance to play it outside of Nintendo Switch Online. I would love to see both games be made in the same style as Thousand Year Door as well, and we can have the original Paper Mario trilogy on the Switch and Switch 2. So that's about this video here. So what do you think about Paper Mario Thousand Year Door's success and the failed boycott of the Fandom Menace and associated groups? And yeah, just remember these people, and there was other criticism, obviously, like the music and the 30 FPS, but there was this, these people were so upset because they removed text or changed text, or God forbid they made a character a part of the certain alphabet community. I don't really see many backlash videos. Maybe they hid the Fandom Menace. Okay, here we go. Kotaku. No one likes Kotaku. Okay. Here we go. Oh, this is the girl who keeps talking about how they ruined Tomb Raider. That's the girl who keeps talking about how they ruined Tomb Raider. Paper Mario goes woke. And yeah, it's not a big deal. Like, really, it's not an issue. Like, they make these issues out of nothing. Okay, out of almost nothing. Okay, heads are gonna roll. Localizers, hijack Paper Mario. But again, almost no one cares at this point of what the Fandom Menace thinks and these types of people. Okay, because most people in the Nintendo community do actually support that kinds of stuff. Okay, and yeah, that's about this video here. So yeah, basically they wanted to actually set things straight, because in various translations of the original Paper Mario, okay, they did not know. They couldn't decide if the character was either trans or a femboy. And basically, they're still a part in the same community, okay? In the similar communities, okay? Because a femboy is basically a man who looks like a woman. That's basically it. But yeah, that's about this video here. So what do you think about Thousand Year Door Remake? Have you played it? Of course, a lot of people who do. The average score for the game, the average user score is now up to 9.0, which means they really lost this one, because they were going to, quote-unquote, review bomb the game to send Nintendo a message. Okay? And yeah, that's about this video here. Goodbye.